Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to ozfortress Season 29 Week 1 premiere. We're going to be having a look at MG Zombies versus CèST LA VIE tonight. I am Michael, joined by Elmo with Wiethoofd on production. How you going this evening, Elmo?
I'm cringing a bit at your French, but apart from that,
Sorry.
pretty good.
Yeah, you know, don't speak any French, but people will deal with it, because that's how I'm going to say it all night until I'm told otherwise. So, we are live, getting this game underway again, Season 29 of ozfortress Premier, Week 1, MG Zombies versus CèST LA VIE. And I'm watching Meth on this first mid. He's a good bit faster than Daz, but Daz has chosen to go up top. So it's going to be a little easier for him to land stickies on the Meth. As Meth, he actually gets taken down by Vanquish's Winger right at the beginning here. So yeah, give him some quality time alone, and that is going to be, yeah, MG Zombies, they're out. They're not fighting this mid anymore, and that's honestly the wise move when you use the demo, when you lose your demo early. They're going to decide to hold yard and put a lot of spam. CèST LA VIE, they're walking right out left here. Lex, nice arrows being shot by T3. He'll trade his life for Rowan. As we're just going to see some scrappy DM here as scouts getting picked off and damage being dealt, but it looks like MG Zombies, they're probably going to have to back to last here, Elmo.
Yeah, I mean, that was like you. Oh, that's a really bad mistake. Yodi just walks in and dies. I mean, they're coming in behind here. As you said, it's pretty much just being constant chaos. And they should be able to back away here on the CèST LA VIE team. But yeah, complete chaos. Meth, I think that's kind of the main problem with like not having a typical med. He probably literally does the exact same thing every single scrim where he sits there and gets arrowed, but T3 might have just been a little slow for whatever reason, not knowing that or something like that, and not getting the arrow, and that kind of means you're down your demo instantly and makes it difficult to fight. They still tried it, but yeah, Lex got a couple nice arrows to him, but it's obviously going to be hard to stop people just rushing through without your demo.
Yeah, especially in that yard, you're normally leaving your demo man alone or alone with a scout to watch him to just lock down that Gary area. We do have a bomb from Yodi coming in. He just lands on the pipe and gets shot by the engineer and Heebs on the scout, so yeah,
it's kind of a really garbage sack. I feel like on this map you can like use a 4-man sack. Like you can at least 2 men on this map. It's really hard to get in just because of the amount of spam. It's kind of in a way, a pointless sack. It looks really. He's going to go spy, so that might have been why. They just don't want to risk anything, go spy. But this map is at least 2 men, because it's really hard for the defending team to really do much, even if you double sack.
Yeah. Yeah, and it actually looks like he's just ducked into spawn, gone on to spy himself to check. So I think they have a pretty good idea on what's going on here.
Honestly, this is a really hard map to sneak in from. It looks like he has done it, and
through a
Ben
really
J at
difficult
least doesn't really know. But Heebs and CK look like they will know.
Yeah, and you've got T3 sitting in the open. He's not putting himself up against any walls, or not like against any corners that he can uncloak behind.
Yeah, they like you said, they definitely know from the Heebs check, because. Well, the close wall is like a really good spot, especially with a gun, because there's not much you can really get forced by, unless the Soli like kind of just happens to walk out and falls on your head. But it looks like Lex says top up top, so it looks like Yodi's just gonna play this super safe. This is such an open map, though. There's literally no way you can just uncloak and go stab.
Did Heebs just bump? He got really close. I don't think he did. I had a bad angle of it, but he got real close. And he's checking again. I
feel like he knows. He's literally just walks into him.
He's running circles.
Heebs has wall hacked him and is trying to hide his wall hacks now. Rohan does finally do something. He's got to die eventually. There's no way he survives this. I feel like why don't they get a soldier over?
Or just like Heebs go into spawn and go pyro.
Yeah, kind of odd. Maybe they just think he just ran away. But yeah, I feel like on this map, if you're going to spy, you really need to do something to help the spy. Unless the med is sitting right at the back of the pipe, you're never going to stab him. Like you need to try to aggro a door just so for that kind of couple of seconds they forget about the spy. But they obviously aren't going to forget now that they 100% know. But if you can just aggro a door really hard, they might kind of slip up, even if he's kind of checked and thinks there is one.
Yeah, see, I'm just interested how much he's actually coming, because he can see everyone here, right? Including the fact that Lex hasn't been up top for the past like 30 seconds, but no one on CèST LA VIE took advantage of that.
Yeah, finally. Heaps kind of decided to tab out, watch the stream, get some tips, and went pyro eventually. Lex just YOLOs in there and doesn't get much, so we're probably just going to go back to stalemating. I wouldn't be surprised if there was a sniper here, although it doesn't look like anyone's going back. I don't really know who the best sniper... Oh, Heaps does as well, that's kind of bad.
Well,
Yachty has one sniper though, but they're still going to go for the trade here.
I don't like it. Don't like going up on the sniper
and so far. They're not going to even force. Tachion's actually getting destroyed as well. He got middied and then stekkied at the door, so a bit of a disaster. They just Ubered on the gun. They somehow, despite having a spy for like 3 minutes, they didn't know there was a gun there. So it was a pretty awkward mistake. I mean, they do have the sniper in position in garage, but they're going to smartly go around.
Oh yeah, no, they've gotten all the way up right here, just below drop down with T3 and the rest of the team. Yachty's had to back all the way up. He's having to play his own game.
He's going for the meme shot. Yeah. No, he misses.
He should die here, both soldiers on him. He will fall, as this is going to be MG zombies. They're walking in the mid. They're going to bring it all the way through, actually. Rohan jumps up. He does not really get the force. He was just there as the Uber was popped.
The thing is, Yachty's going to spawn here, and I don't think they know. That's the problem with doing this kind. Okay, Benjay is there, but Yachty... Oh yeah, he did get it. So he's going to be able to... pretty bad timing here for him, and he's going to get cleaned up, I would imagine, in yard. Pretty bad Uber in the end, though.
From both teams, really. Nothing getting done by the CèST LA VIE Uber, and they're just going to end up stalemating at mid, 30% advantage for MG Zombie. They might lose a player in Gary here, 6 health, but no, it actually heaps.
Yachty's actually going to live here somehow as well, because they don't want to commit for it. Benjay's like not got an arrow here, so he's just going to waddle at the med and he should get smashed. And yeah, that was a pretty awful sack as well. Benjay's for some reason on 100 health, not getting arrowed. And Lex just kind of YOLO bombs afterward and gets crushed. I mean, that's kind of my main criticism of these teams, is they kind of overdo the aggro. Like, they do aggro as smart at a lot of times, but if you're 90% aggro to 10% passive, it kind of gets a bit obvious, and a lot of the times it doesn't work once they've read you.
They think this is full Uber advantage, and it's not. It's even Ubers. This is just going to be a trade in yard. Yachty will go down, but Meth, Lex, both so low. Thankfully, Meth did get behind the shutter door, though, so they're not going to be able to chase either of those frags. But CK, he's getting a bit eager here. Falls back, 5 health, just getting the arrow in time. So, no deaths aside from Yachty in that Uber trade. And T3 just built so poorly there. It was a 30% ad that ended up small disad for them. They'll lose Heaps trying to push forward, but nothing else.
They did get the better Uber in the end, and eventually Heaps does trade for Daz, so they should be able to push in here. Without the demo, it shouldn't be too hard, and yeah, they eventually push Yachty back. Doesn't look like they're going to be able to do anything, though.
They're scared of the double soldier walking in, I imagine. They only have one scout.
Without Heaps alive, it is kind of tough, but I feel like you really want to take the chance of the demo if you can.
Yeah, even with, I mean, it would have been tough. Like, Daz had a much better spawn than Heaps. Like, he's spawning closer since they have mid. So, like, Daz just got to mid so much faster than Heaps even got to second, and they would have been fighting on mid. So, I get the hesitation, but we're 9 minutes in pretty much, and Lex is going in for the bomb, gets one nice rocket onto Essence, tries to surf the land on the ledge, but he's got enough health anyway.
People don't use it all unless they're unless you're in them and they're 20 health, they won't use, so you kind of have to get the 2 perfect rockets, otherwise they'll just balls of steel it, whether that's a good thing or not.
No.
And yeah, same thing, T3, once again, 30 health or 40 health, but just runs away. There should be a play from here. T3 is half health still, he got pack stolen, but they are double solly up, and it does look like they're trying to go right. And they're going to get in pretty scot-free just because there's no solly, no aggression that they can possibly give. Tachyon does want to trade this though, and Daz is coming in behind him. I'm not sure if they can.
Yeah, I don't like this. Essence, he gets put very low T3 as well, actually. They're just trading on the point scouts each. The CèST LA VIE Uber does get flashed a little bit, Rowan very low in DC, along with Yachty. No soldiers in this fight at all. But, for some reason, the demo pick alone, despite the damage that was done by MG zombies, they're just going to back out without meth and probably lose yard here, I would imagine. Benjay going in for a bit of a sack has ended up behind Essence, but Lex combining with him from the far right will get the pick. So Benjay for Essence trade. Actually, Lex is dueling Tachyon as well. CK's come in to clean things up, and him and Heaps, they're going to clean up Tachyon. And that turned also unexpectedly in favor of MG zombies.
Yeah,
Yachty's
Rohan
gonna try and
has
make
got a
something
nice
up.
hiding spot and they haven't seen him. Oh, yeah, this is... Okay, Rohan didn't do anything, but in the end, yeah, T3 was a bit low and Yachty got above him. So yeah, absolute cat. I actually have no idea how they won that. I don't really get how Benjay didn't die. Benjay should have died instantly, but they kind of just ignored him and forwarded. And then Lex snuck in behind as the one player focused on Benjay. And then they could just clean up the rest of them.
They capped mid and his spawn got delayed a bit, so it's even
Yeah,
it's
it's a
60%
bit
ad. That's
I don't think that this is a bit awkward though, because I don't think they realized that. Like, if anyone was checking there, they would have walked into mid for free, but no one was peeking while they were all waiting in spawn.
Yeah.
So like a little bit of a mistake, but they still have full ad and they should be able to walk it in.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
check
Benjay's in
Benjay.
a really obvious spot though, and they see him. And yeah, they're baiting really well. Lex is jumps away on like 1 health, and they pretty much stop the Uber. So in the end, it works out.
How do you bomb 2 soldiers into death corner and have both of your soldiers live and end up getting the only kill? Looks like Tachyon wants to take this Uber in though, regardless. Both soldiers for MG zombies and CK still in mid. CèST LA VIE, they find the Lex pick as he's jumping away on 30 health, but the Uber on T3 is just coming up now from death corner. Yachty's in high, but he's seen, lands on the lamp for a bit of a boost. No,
Oh,
T3
really, yeah.
he's there.
It was a terrible surf, really fucked him. Like, he jumped way too early, and it was probably like the easiest middle you'll ever hit.
No. I think I could have hit that
couple
one.
of small mistakes from T3. I mean, the first one was probably more of just a team coordination issue. Benjay is in behind here. Essence is really far away, but they're doing so much damage, Lex and Benjay. They actually completely clean up. They're confident.
And then know where Essence
Both
is.
volleys got cleared by CK, yeah.
And
The thing is,
Yachty
it doesn't
get
even
back.
matter, because they literally can just win if they're really quick. I don't think they will be.
No, I think that they know
the
the
scouts
spawns
are
are
going
up
to
soon.
spawn. In the end, though, considering your med got dropped by that,
Yeah, not a bad shout. To the point where you're pressuring last. I mean,
But
they
yeah.
should get pushed back once they get the Uber on Essence. So
yeah, that's the thing though. Like, once even MG zombies, they like doing the good old Xeno. Your med dies, and that's when you play your best. You know, you just go in, you DM retard, and you win it anyway, even though you don't have a med. Like, they need to be really careful about that and try and play it slower than you would normally do against this sort of team, where you know, their med's dead, but you still have to bait all the doorways, play really smart, play really slow. Otherwise, this sort of situation happens where you get Uber, but can't really do anything with it, and you've pushed back 2 points when you really should be at their loss instead of your own.
I don't think some of the realized they had giant ad. They've let it even out from about a 70% ad for them, and they're building a gun.
Yeah, I guess that the thing is on this map, they probably counted it bad. They thought it was 30, and then on this kind of map, you probably the one big thing as in common with Sunshine, you can't really Uber out very easy. Kind of another single sack, which Lex has somehow survived for 10 years. If he had hit a single rocket, he should have forced. But yeah, Rohan says broke. He sucks and missed a lot. Counter sack doesn't really work out, so probably be a sniper here.
Yeah, is Lex holding the door? I wouldn't say he's not really a sniper player. He might be
He
considering
is. That's like
the
the
spy.
only class he's good at apart from Soldier. What do you mean, man? He's a beast. Once again, they're going for the spy though instead of the sniper. No, like I said last time, I don't really get what you can do with it. It's tough on this map unless the med positioning is bad. They aren't checking for him though, which is an advantage.
I mean, Essence is in an easier position to stab, right? He's not up against the far wall. Lex is
They have
actually in
to
a
not
decent
turn,
spot.
though. Oh, he's gonna get him.
Oh, Lex.
Lexington does it to him.
Yep.
So that should just be a heal up and then go before crit heals probably.
No.
And it should be an easy win. There is a gun heavy though, so they do have some chance of... They should get the gun before the Uber though.
And they have. Yeah, and just heavy. They know where everything is. They've gotten all of their plays in the last. They Ubered pretty passively, so they've got a lot of ground to cover, but
they
doesn't
need to be
matter.
more aggro with this though, or start capping. They haven't killed like anything.
They haven't killed the demo. Like, players are spawning now, and you've got players dying on your team. Benjay falls to his death as Daz, Yachty, and Tachyon all die. But you've got Essence trying to do the damage for his own team. Vanquish taking the beam, trying to get in, but they will fall.
In the end, they did just enough, but I don't think it wasn't a good Uber at all.
No, that round should have been over 20 seconds ago.
Yeah, they like double Uber a scout and demo, and instead of actually killing people, they just sat on the pipe and looked at them. In the end, they kind of lost a bit of focus, and the scout got in behind and got some kills, so they still won. But yeah, 15 minutes for the first round, despite all that back and forward.
Yeah, that's a granary game for you, as Lex dies early, but it is going to be the demo frag going in favor of MG Zombies this time. Meth getting bombed, a lot of damage done by Rohan. Actually, Meth gets the pack on the spawn. He will fall eventually with both soldiers falling for CèST LA VIE. The player advantage still in favor of MG Zombies, as you're going to see Benjay taking the height and forcing the rest of the team out. But Vanquish, he doesn't get out alive. The winger, it's just too damn strong.
Yeah, that was a really good surf from T3. Probably saved his life, like surf past the Solis compared to that other. Otherwise, it wouldn't have been that bad for CèST LA VIE. Yeah, once again, Daz, like, he gets bombed and he's kind of hiding, probably screaming at his medic for the arrow, and it didn't happen. So the opposite team this time, but yeah, I think the Meds need to be going for that a bit more because their demos are getting bullied on this mid, as always.
Yeah, it's and I mean they're not difficult arrows to hit.
No, he was literally
like
sitting in a corner for a good 5 seconds. Or Lex goes a bit over aggro by himself on the left. So normally you want some backup, but he kind of just went for it himself. So Yachty's going to go through drop down. You can't see through drop down with shadows at all anymore, can you?
I don't think so.
But
he's gotten through.
He has brained him with his wall hack, so it's fine anyway. Obviously, he's going to try and kill Benjay, but now gets crushed. Rohan's also on Spy. So it's literally a 4v6, so if they just walk in here...
If Heebs isn't brain dead, he just watched the pack get taken by nothing.
I think T3, yeah, it looks like they know. Yeah, they're looking for him.
Yeah,
and he decloaks in front of him. That's a really weird play. I wish they would actually do something left here. Like, the Soli's just walking in over and over and by themselves. Like, if they actually took left there, it would have been fine.
Yeah, I think they're just going to try edging the point here, but you've got a lot of stickies coming out from Daz. They're just going to use through, actually, on Heebs, get the force, and they'll flash Lex to go behind. I don't mind that too much, but you've left your demo open. Meth will die, so that is going to rule out any opportunity of them pushing forward. But Lex coming behind, so much damage is being done. Essence gets the pack, he's going to surf away on 30 health. Lex will die, but you've got CK coming in now. The DM Lord himself comes in, cleans up 3. And will he be able to kill Yachty before he can kill his med? Absolutely not. One rocket will take down T3. And I think CK, he'll trade. No one's a winner in the end.
Everyone died, yeah. Pocket Scouts, high skill, by the way. Bait team, get frags, haha. But yeah, that was Lex saved the day pretty much there. Like, maybe he could have gone in a bit quicker and have been less baity. But yeah, that was a pretty over-aggressive kind of trade from MG Zombies, I think. I wish they would just like kind of try and take left. Like all they did was do bad sacks in them. It's like, well, we're all out of ideas. We'll just retard at them. And they kind of got lucky in the end with, Lex getting in behind it and CK killing all the 30 health gamers when they really should have lost by more.
There's one person holding lunchbox, right? Like you send your combo. You can send your combo lunchbox, jump a soul drop behind, and just lock him in where the pack is in the stairwell. But
even if they're playing passive, you can just start taking left, and then you can try and bait someone into doing something silly. But yeah, Rohan's so far forward that if you just took your combo over, as you said, you just do the typical jump one behind, one waddles up, and then you just net and scout watch it.
They've gone Spy again. Yachty's on Spy.
Where do they want to get out though? Just go out, drop down?
Yeah, but there's 2 players right here. It's just Benjay's literally staring. He splashed him.
Yeah, I mean it's a bit obvious if you He already did it. He probably doesn't know it's a spy though, so that's the one thing going for. Surely that door wasn't actually being. Surely the spy opened that door and not that Solly, right? Yeah,
I'm not
CK's,
sure. Yeah.
CK's on him, assuming he doesn't get Ambassador headshot. So
in all of that, Ubers were actually traded. You couldn't tell because nothing happened because half of the players were just waddling around in yard with a spy.
I mean, this should be good for MG Zombies. Lex is once again waddling up the stairs by himself instead of getting another player to help him. He does get a good rocket off, but imagine if he had a second soldier to also get a good rocket off. Or is Benji dead somewhere and I'm blind? He's just in yard.
He just spawned, I think.
Did he?
Yeah, he was like
surely
on
he
his
gets someone
way
to
when
help.
the like put a scout in the position of Lex and have Lex jump up behind. Like that's a pretty easy kill.
Oh, I feel like they need to do something. Considering how much space they're getting left, they're just not using it at all. And there's only so much you can do against a decent team just sitting at this door spamming, you know?
Yeah. Although MG Zombies, they're not really in a position where they feel like they need to make something happen. It's really easy to stalemate on this point.
With 9 minutes isn't exactly a point where you just want to sit there and hold.
Yeah.
It's not like if you lose one solely doing that play either, it's a that big a deal. It looks like someone's taking. They're trying to bait them out Z or something. Or are they literally just gonna stalemate for another 5 minutes?
Yeah, who knows? It's pretty uneventful right now. It does
look like Heaps wants. They're gonna maybe try and do the solid jump up top Uber. I know they're just literally gonna waddle. Yeah, he does it. It looks like he gets a big crush though, because there's 2 up there. So that's good positioning from Rohan. He's still alive somehow though. I don't know why they don't focus him more. Rohan should finally kill him. Yeah, and. Still left before though, and Daz somehow died during all that as well.
Yeah, CK is out of this fight though. Absolutely no help, but they're still getting the kills.
Yeah,
Vanquish
they've
both
waddled at the combo. Once again, they just like kind of fuck about and don't kill Benji. That was like a huge part of the problem. He survived for so long. Like he gets smashed up top, and then they just decide we're gonna let him live.
No, surely not. They got to back out. They can't walk with the demo.
Hopefully they realise.
Yeah, they should push this in. CK, is the scout dead? Yeah, so CK's dead right now. They'll probably wait for him. They pushed without a solid last
round.
No,
they're not going to.
No,
I think that they realised it's not enormous. Oh, wow. Interesting Uber that they used so early. Half the Uber's wasted. Essence has just gone to spawn and they're not going to get a single kill with this.
Right.
They do get one, so they can just play the positional by... They just have to do it starting quickly.
They just leave.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the... No, Heaps is gonna somehow sack and live. Yeah, I don't think they...
Surely they knew.
It was... Yeah, why
they had to
so early?
He was alone. They killed everyone but the medic. You know, they knew that he hadn't been healing a lot at all. Tachyon will die on the entry. You've got both soldiers up top.
Sack here, I think. He just ends up fine. They're still going in with this though. They're going to get forced really easy though by Lex, so that's a good job. They're all running to last though. 2v2 at last will end up being...
And this is actually, I would put this in favour of MG Zombies, although as I say that, more players come back. Good rocket from Benji to try and keep the dream alive and actually draw the entirety of CèST LA VIE back. So that'll let Meth put some sticks up.
It should be an easy take still. Just the problem is it's in a big Uber here, so yeah, they don't want to risk it even. They probably would have got it but lose it straight away.
Yeah, I don't mind that. I don't mind that. The aggression coming in, the play for last. They'll deny the second cap. They'll actually use in second, decide to go to last. They'll find the kills in second. 3 going their favour, and with no demo and half of the team in spawn, this should be a second round for MG Zombies.
Well, kind of like a desperation play in there. Maybe they weren't counting very well on CèST LA VIE, and they kind of just walked into the Uber and got crushed. So now it's where it's getting spicy, especially if you don't win this mid, because you can basically just, the same thing can happen. You can just sit on the doorway, and then as long as they hold everywhere pretty well, there's nothing much you can do. Lex isn't really aggro. He gets absolutely smunched, and Daz was
the double bomb. But no, the double bomb gets completely crushed. Yachty Rohan both dying, but both scouts.
It did enough though.
Yeah.
They did almost as much as they needed to do. Oh, good kill at the end from Benj. Yeah, Lex died way too early by himself there. I feel like he needs to abort if he's gonna... Like, the demo was so far back that there's no way he kills him unless he double middies him or something.
Yeah, he wasn't too far off the... you know, it was a relatively easy shot to hit, but it missed.
80 health still, so not definite would have killed him. It's just such like an aggro mid when you don't... I don't think you need to, you know, you know what I mean. At least do like a double solly mid. Because if you don't kill him, you just lose this mid.
They're just walking in double scouts. There is a gun up, and they're just going to completely neglect it. T3 did get his Uber in time, so the gun will die right as the CÈST LA VIE Uber fades, and Essence isn't going anywhere.
Awful, weird trade. I don't. Why did they bring so many? Unless they didn't. They probably thought that T3 wasn't going to get, but they built pretty well. That should pretty much be the game. I mean, there have been closer comebacks on this map. Three rounds in 5 minutes have happened, but I don't feel like that'll be happening.
I don't think so, the way this game's been played so far. Unless someone on CÈST LA VIE just turns on in these last few minutes. Ideally, Rohan or Yachty, because they've been relatively underwhelming so far. Just kind of bot sacking.
I feel the super aggro kind of play from MG Zombies has just been better. Like when they both do the crazy kind of dumb Ubers, you could say it just always comes out in MG Zombies' favor, or majority of the time it has.
Yeah, just overall better positioning from them.
Yeah, so it feels like CK's kind of just crushed as well. Like just his Ubers have been a lot better in general than Tachyon's. Like that last one was just an example there. Honestly, they'll probably just do nothing here. I wouldn't be surprised if they just wait till... Tachyon, they kind of have to just come in. So unless they get like a perfect force opportunity, they'll probably just sit at mid.
Yeah, I think that's probably the right call to make. Difficult point to push into is Granary mid. Tachyon will take the solo Uber in at max beam length.
Really bad though, yeah.
It's terrible. They'll fade now and have to leave. They'll lose Vanquish.
Honestly, it could have been worse. They only lost one, and Lex will over aggro. Yeah, I feel like Lex needs to calm down some of the time. Like, he needs to wait for his team there. There's no real reason to retard in there that hard. It kind of just gives them an opportunity to get a tiny bit of space and some hope.
Yeah, definitely is.
They are going to get crushed though anyway.
Ooh. I mean, they'll get T3, but I don't know that it's enough, right? Like, Essence will live, they'll end up with decent
if they kill
Heaves
and the Soli here, which they're not going to.
Oh no.
Really good surf though, I can't believe Essence lived there. That actually gives them some hope. If Essence dies there, I say nah, no hope. But if they cap this and take second, they can, because they should be able to just walk in here for free and then Uber and get kills at second and win last, Heaves is on sniper though. I think he's in forward spawn.
Okay. I don't mind it, but they have no one spotting, so Heaves is gonna have to do this completely blind. But if he opens the door anytime soon, he misses opportunity.
Yeah, you kind of just need
to go back.
But when you're winning by this much, I feel like you can just sit there and just, as long as you kill anyone, that's good. And then you back spawn. Instead, Lex is just going to once again die on his own, and they're pretty much in. This is an awful Uber though. Once again, haven't even kept NJ should die. I mean, that wasn't the problem, just there was no one there to kill. Like, they just Uber way too early and get nothing. Still a shit fight though. The scout on the point should die. And it's just Scout versus everyone. And Scout is quite OP, but not quite that OP. And that'll be the game.
Yeah. Tachyon, he got a bit ahead of himself. He led in with the Uber, and then he got on flash and just stood on the point while they were still capping second there. So I think they just...
Really bad timing. They had to just go in and kill the med though. Daz is going to die, but he kind of had to probably YOLO play it anyway. Lex is probably just saying this is dead time, so I'm going to go big dick you.
Yeah, that's not a bad
call. Is backcupping. Well, maybe not. They probably know it's dead time.
Yeah,
just going for the YOLOs.
Yeah, pad your stats. Get all of your damage in the kills in the last minute and a half, so that way it doesn't look like as stalemate of a game as it was. So That will be MG Zombies taking it, probably 2-0, as I doubt CÈST LA VIE managed to push through and cap around in these last 44 seconds while everyone just
it's
adds to the damage.
MG Zombies are just going to push into mid here. Tachyon's just going to go for the YOLO 1v... Oh, it's 2v1 in the end, so Yuki gets baited in really well there. They should just go for the backup here, and Rohan is, I think... No, he went back for some reason. Just going to go for the frags over the glory, which is fair enough.
Although they go for the frags, they don't manage many on CèST LA VIE at least.
Considering it was full Uber, they all just stayed forward. That wasn't dog shit. Killed both scouts. That's pretty much a moral victory in my books.
Yeah, it does feel pretty good killing scouts.
But yeah, very kind of cagey game there. Lots of back and forward, lots of wasted time.
It's a struggle.
But I imagine they'll be getting going soon. So I don't think we did predictions last map, but what are you feeling for this one?
Look, the way that MG Zombies played, I'm feeling them. I think it'll be a close game again. I'm thinking 3-1 MG Zombies, maybe?
Yeah, well, I kind of can't go to the CèST LA VIE side after the first map, so I'll say 4-2 Zombies as the first mid has begun.
Yeah, and I'm interested to see how the demos fare. They're pretty much the same, and here we have the fast bomb coming in from Yachty right on top of Meth, but Meth, good surf away to keep himself alive, and then there'll be Yachty being the first casualty of the map. And we're not going to see too much aggression from MG Zombies now, as they're just kind of steadily walking across the point. Losing a player that early is never good, and they'll get vanquished on the exit anyways. He's decided to run out Valley instead of Choke, which he was right next to.
Yeah, that's really weird. But yeah, that's kind of the flip side. If you don't kill the demo instantly, you tend to just explode.
Yeah,
looks like Tachyon wants to trade here, which is kind of dangerous. So T3 drops. Or I don't think
it was close, but yeah. Getting run on top of
really unfortunate for them. Should have been an easy walk-in, but they somehow missed that solly.
Looks like get second.
In typical MG dribbler fashion, though, they're going to stay in and fight, which I do agree with. But yeah, they'll probably just... Lex is hiding under for the YOLO play. I guess they are down too, so it's a bit hard for them to push out here.
Does he maybe try for the backup? Oh no, they're going on this.
He'll definitely be seen and killed.
Wait, what?
Oh, tack. Okay, that was really awkward, but yeah, still dies. The thing is, they should be able to get out for free now that Lex is dead. They just need to be careful with bomb, and yeah, he doesn't do it. So a bit too easy, even though Lex died there. I feel like they should be at least doing some spamming, or Benjay probably could bomb there. Because they'll probably just get a free mid as well at this point. Oh, they use... That was awful. They don't spot at all. They just hope they're forward. Benjay will, die eventually. But yeah, a bit of an unnecessary Uber in the end.
God, if MG Zombies threw that all the way and fought before they got Uber, that would be maddening. But they'll wait. They'll get their Uber. Probably wait for Benjay to spawn, I imagine. Kind of difficult on a map like Sunshine to push with Uber.
They'll probably go as they spawn, which is what it looks like they're doing. They're going Valley. Doesn't look like anyone's in really aggressive spot here. They just want to try and force with spam. Looks like Yachty is eventually going to high bomb. T3 is already walked in there. This is really awkward. Rohan tries a speed shot and he somehow tempests himself out of there.
But they lost Meph, so it's not as easy of a take as it could have been. But
how did Meph die?
Just the bomb.
Just ran out. Okay. Yeah, they wasted a lot of time though. So Rohan fucked up his earlier jump, but then like perfectly tempest his way out of there. So in the end, it went pretty well. As well as the demo got killed by the Solis. And
I mean that demo pick let the Ubers get even. Like
they only lost 1 point, but that's a really weird bomb from Benjay.
Oh,
they probably made like the kind of the worst kind of mistake you can make there. Just all 6 focus on one guy, and Lex does like the second most obvious bomb on this map and gets away with it.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's kind of awkward
there. Here though and get away. Oh, he doesn't have a scout for some reason. Because Tachyon dies and Yachty vanquishes so far forward for some reason as well.
And just living.
No, he'll die. So
he had 2 scouts.
There's no way they can hold this either though. So they're just going to go straight to last. So they have tiny ad, but this is pretty much just a free.
Okay.
Heaves gets outskilled completely by an epic trap.
T3 was
so
so
not a
close to
complete
dying to that.
disaster. It looks like they might want to fight, but
No way. No way do they fight this. Lex takes the upper lobby. Two soldiers getting 2 kills. Taki and Rohan both dying. Lex goes for a bit more than he can take. He will die as Laz pushes Benjay away from the door.
so yeah, that definitely looked like it could have gone worse for the CÈST LA VIE. You can't fight that after they cap. You're just not going to win, pretty much, unless you somehow destroy like one guy instantly. But Yachty kind of just jumped to make space, and there wasn't really any space to be taken for his team. There were still traps and shit everywhere. Lex, yeah, just walked into lobby and smashed with Benjay.
Yeah, and we'll see Ubers even out. There was a little bit of I think it was 30% disad for MG zombies, but CèST LA VIE, they don't want to push it.
You're never going to push on this map. It's too hard. It's literally just I don't think it ever works anymore, just because teams are used to it and the scout runaway speed and all that.
Oh,
looks like they're just going to pogo win here. Lex got somehow 2 shots of scout.
No, wait, did they get a second kill here? Yachty was so
really
low
close.
though. And
This is why
Essence is harrowing Lex instead of Yachty. Oh no.
Essence is Essence. That's what I mean. They just don't get punished at all. I don't think they did anything particularly like amazing there. There was literally just typical bombs, and they just don't get punished. Yeah, honestly, that's why I think they should win this. They are a bit slow. Rohan does get some good kills, but yeah, eventually he'll get punished. Meta's up, but yeah, should have gone Pyro, mate.
Oh yeah, buff that damage.
But yeah, like they literally had like a scout solely sitting in the door. They start backing out when they're low, and Lex just kills one, and then they literally just watch them bomb, and Essence stares at him while dropping with his arrows out or some shit.
No, he had the beam out as well. He had every opportunity to pop, just didn't pop.
Click, yeah.
Yeah, bit awkward there as Yachty tries for the fast play again. He won't die immediately this time, but he's got to go back and get a pack in Cafe. CèST LA VIE, I mean, they are in this mid this time. They haven't immediately backed out, and they have some decent positioning. Both soldiers on their own Tetris as Yachty decides he's going to go behind, and that's going to be the cue for the double bomb in. Lex will die, but Rohan Daz both dying as well. Benjay does fall, and Tachyon, he's getting pretty low, needs an arrow, but Essence as well is very low. They have to deal with Yachty. He's just coming now, and they're all just going to look at him for a second, deal with him, and then turn back around, Killer, Vanquish, and Tachyon and Essence are gone.
Yeah, they did a lot better job of, well, Yachty not dying instantly. They did a lot of better job of dealing with Benjay and Lex, but it kind of just, once again, probably spent too many people looking at them in heaps, and CK, I think, got every kill pretty much for their team, that mid. I think CK kind of just like walked in and killed Demo or something as well, didn't he? Like during that.
Like
really
halfway.
Awkward. Yeah, because everyone else turned around and no one helped Daz, so a bit of miscommunication from them as well. But yeah, I feel like the demo should be holding left here, otherwise the same thing's probably just going to happen. Like Daz probably just wants to go for a sticky chop on right, which is fair enough. But Yachty is literally watching left by himself. They could literally just waddle at him, which they're going to do, and and Lex is literally in for free, and he'll probably force close.
Oh my god, he drops again!
He drops, yeah. I mean, literally the exact same thing happened, and they're surprised, you know. Like that time he should have died because his bomb was a lot worse. But who did he end up dying to? And it was Spam, wasn't
it? I think so. Tachyon. Tachyon killed both soldiers.
Spam pretty much.
No.
So that they need
to adjust. Wait, they just walked back. Lex has ended up behind. They're killing Yachty, but the double soldier bomb in.
Yeah, even if they force, that's still totally worth it. They should better go
Lex
to last.
Is in lobby?
Yeah, Daz is going to die to under, so they've kind of just shit the bed going for the force.
They have the level 3 gun, but Benji's not healing.
They're not going to spawn in time for them to do anything, it doesn't matter. Like, they have to adjust here and put their demo left. Like, there's basically no other... They need to put a demo and scout left or have the NG up earlier, like, so they can't just walk in. Because pretty much called it, but they literally did the exact same thing and the same result, you know. Like, you can't be surprised if you're just giving their sollies that much space and trying to hold that door with one solly of your own.
Oh, but the speed this time, Yachty, and again, he does absolutely nothing. Although, never mind, make me eat my words, he gets the kill.
Lex is a really good bomb and somehow hits Essence into the floor and Benjay will just clean up.
I don't know who this is favouring. 3 apiece, the heals in favour of MG Zombies, but yeah, okay. They will lose their players aside from Heaps and end up backing out, but it'll be full Uber ad, so they'll push out. They should push out a last hit. Imagine they try and take the Uber and kill Essence.
Yeah, Essence just can't get away from his arch nemesis Lex at the moment. Like, Lex didn't get the kill, but he put Essence under on like 8 health, and Benjay just said thank you very much, and walked at him. So on the bright side, Lex did die really quick, even though that happened, so they were able to clean up everyone except T3, so they at least have a chance this time, having taken the mid.
But Yachty's on Spy, and...
Kind of, but no one's checking top though for some reason, and this is a really bad play from MG Zombies. Pretty silly mistake. Maybe it's because Yachty was behind and Lex was fighting him, but you really need someone to check choke there for that Solly. He literally just sat up there and then walked at them. Like, you can't let that happen.
I think MG Zombies try and fight this. Even with the Uber, like, at least
yeah, with
jump
Yachty,
in.
Yachty behind on... Oh, actually, they know he's Spy, yeah.
Yeah,
I really
like,
don't like the Spy. Please stop. It doesn't work for you, Yachty.
I'm shocked that they went back to kill him. I would have tried to take advantage of the fact that they were 2 players down.
Cleaned up here, and he does. Lex somehow... Oh my god.
Essence, find the right mouse button.
Beat like Doge's record of like 6 drops. I think it was Doge.
Yeah, him will probably lock if it wasn't. So that is 3 in 10 minutes.
Lex literally has him in his blind. Like, he just can't escape him. Can't surf, can't... You really don't want to get stuck on the point. It's such a dog shit spot against the Solly. It's literally not possible to miss. Yeah.
I feel like I'm watching one of my own VODs at this point, honestly. It's kind of depressing.
At least on the bright side, Dojo's team won that game, so it's still possible with the 6 drops, so... Gotta believe.
If they start getting rounds, then there's the possibility for more drops than if this is a 5-0.
Lex is kind of overextended here, and I'm surprised he didn't credit to that. They are just going to go straight into lobby, taking a lot of spam here. This is a good play if they can survive this, which they do in the end, though, except for Vanquish. So you're going to be a tough hold. No NG, no off passes or anything, which is a big mistake also, which they really need a heavy or NG to stop this kind of happening. Lex and CK get crushed here by Rohan and Yachty, and yeah, they do bully them out in the end. So are showing some life here.
Yeah, a bit of kick. They have the full Uber, so they need to get in and take second without using. They need to make space around their mid. If I was Essence, I'd be sitting back. They're not even in,
so... Lex is on the Spy, which I don't see why you would bother. Imagine if he drops Essence to Spy, that'd be so funny.
No, okay, Yachty
he gets seen.
God.
I don't see the need. Considering how easy the bombs have been at the moment, you should just keep bombing. Mef's gonna get caught out here, except Rohan doesn't want to commit and misses spam rockets. But yeah, they'll take that, get it for free, kill Lex, get some revenge.
Benjay? Benjay's just on second.
Yeah, kind of weird they didn't communicate to block that, because he 100% had that. They really should just go and try and kill him though, because...
It's just, okay, this is terrible. This is terrible for CèST LA VIE. They've got 2 players behind. Essence has been knocked all the way in. But they won't bother taking advantage of that. Okay, Essence will end up living. They'll get Yachty, well, CK actually on the background. He's pushing alone from Flowers and has brought the entire team to him.
Yeah, that was a really weird play though from CèST LA VIE. They could have just killed Benjay and then pushed, but instead they just do a nothing trade and have to run away. They do kill Ben, but I think they lost someone for it as well, so didn't really get anything out of that when they could have had a 5v6 or even a 4v6 with CK was behind as well, and they let him get away.
Yeah, at this point, Lex is just doing so much damage on the spam. All 6 players in Flowers, Yachty with the high bomb in, but T3, he's not even in second, he's in lobby. Lex big bomb in, took a lot of damage, did a lot of damage, he will die, and Heaps will die to some stickies. So at this point for MG Zombies, you need to consider playing a bit passive here, because you're down a scout, down a soldier.
Yeah, even though the bomb was like pretty dog shit, he jumped so high that they have to look at you for so long. Team was able to kind of walk in and get a lot of spam damage and kills. So they should be able to take this pretty easy. It is even. It doesn't look like they want to trade here, even though that was the perfect kind of timing. Maybe they didn't see the opportunity. Rohan also gets kind of cleaned up as well, so they should just run away here. But yeah, a bit of a missed opportunity there for the trade. Surely they still don't want to do it. No, they finally kind of give up on that. No one's watching Valley here, so if they'd gone in there, not sure why no one sacked on MG, but I guess they might not think they have to. Although, like I said before, Lex literally is in kind of Essence's brain here, and he's dropped him 3 times. Why not just believe in yourself, make it 4?
No. Hey, look, it's not a bad shout. He's in the open. I mean, look, they could get into Cafe pretty
though. They are dealing with it a lot better though. Look how far back T3 is compared to where Essence was on second, where he was still on the tiles, while T3 is literally just playing in the garden.
Like, I'm surprised no one from MG Zombies has even poked Cafe here. Like, sure, it's a pretty difficult spot to bomb, but no one is watching it. Essence has his back to it. Lex finally goes, but that's when the Ubers are going to be traded in Flowers, which is the other side of the point.
It's going to be tough though, because their Solis aren't there still. They're going to trade. Essence gets launched so high. He thankfully doesn't get enormous mid-eat, so it's kind of hard. Lex is in though, and he's not going to get punished, and once again Lex has kind of perfect timing to have Essence in his blunt. Thankfully not a drop for Essence this time, but yeah, not a good trade when they didn't calculate like the spawn timer like with their Uber at all. They did it way too early, and they didn't have any support, and now they're all going to get cleaned up, and this should be a 3-0.
Yeah, I reckon big ad coming in for T3.
Yachty just jumps into Valley and killed himself. That was funny.
Yeah, they have to deal with the heavy, but they should be able to. He's not even in position on the point right now. He will fall.
They're not going to get the spawns for it. Yeah, like they trade with like 6 seconds. They trade, and their Solis have 5 or 6 seconds left or something to spawn. So then you just 4v6ing at mid with no Uber. And then when their Solis spawned, even though they were fucked, like their whole team was in a shit position, they still tried to fight, and Essence just died. And then they all YOLO'd forward and it didn't work at all.
Yeah, no fast bombs this time. Lex looked like he wanted to go for it, but he scuffed his jump a bit in Valley. Rohan is going to go back and will meet his demise. Meth actually catches a pipe from Daz and will fall, but Lex
probably made his like first rocket jump mistake there, like drying up speed shot and probably got meat shot or something and failed. So yeah, a bit of an awful miss. Just their Solis who have been so dominant just kind of messed up and both got cleaned up relatively easily. Yeah, Rohan as well, kind of jumping behind, not sure what that was about.
Is that the first mid that Essence has lived? Or did he live the first one?
No, I think he lived one of the other ones, but hopefully he doesn't. Oh, they have Uber here, so there should be. Like, look at Meph's position. So he just has stickies where the Soli would pogo, and they're really hard to knock away. So they do knock it, but then they have the gun, so
it's such a difference.
The Solis get in. But yeah, it's such a difference having your demo actually applying pressure to the tiny doorway rather than one Soli plus the NG sentry. And it wasn't even a good sentry either.
No, it was a
really hopeful positioning from CÈST LA VIE as well, like so far forward. Like, they need the perfect trade here or they're probably going to get cleaned up.
Yeah, and they
actually not going too bad, but the problem is Benji's still behind here, and he might win. Nah, he has to back. So yeah, it wasn't a disaster. Yeah. So they should be able to push back now that Benji has died.
Yeah, Tachyon gets very far forward
though, and he should get run at here and die, but now he'll run away.
They're afraid. The heave is too strong.
He was a bit too far away, but in the end, a pretty solid hold still. So I wouldn't be surprised if they tried sniper here. I really hope they don't do spy.
I don't know, it's worked all those other times. They've got a level 1 gun up. Daz will try to spam it. Meth is putting pipes at his feet instead of stickies. I'd kind of give up the trap, because that would have just been a kill onto Daz. He put a stick on his feet, knock him into the corner, and
probably worried about Daz is just baiting for the bomb through. But this is pretty the kind of typical hold, so it's really weird that CèST LA VIE doesn't do it. Like, just have the gun on the point to shoot jumpers, and then the demo watcher's left with the NG / by himself pretty much. Because you just do so much more damage than a Soli trying to shoot up those stairs.
No.
Plus you can just trap it and one of the Solis gets raped as soon as they come in.
Okay. Who sacks and off-classes Despy on CèST
I
LA
mean,
VIE?
they'll probably try the same thing. Like, they'll do the top right again, because it's hard to go left. But they'll probably just walk into the gun and then they'll get pushed out again. So Rohan does die. Good start to the sack without doing anything. Lex tries to 10%, does not work at all.
And more sacking. Oh, no, not even a sack. Doesn't get the chance to. 9 health in lobby. Doesn't crater. Gets the pack. And still no off glances on CèST LA VIE.
Yeah, I guess maybe the Teeps is on Spy, probably just checking, yeah. Maybe that, I think they might just think it's, oh, we don't have the time to just try and sit in for 10 minutes, and yeah, but it's an awful Uber once again. Barely being able to get the gun and 0 chance of forcing just because T3's good positioning.
Oh, and Daz dies here. Wait, no, okay, perfect serve.
I actually cannot believe that happened.
That's ridiculous.
Like,
okay.
actual, like, mind blown that he got, like, knocked into the air and knocked out. They're still going to Uber in, and Essence is way too far forward here.
Oh, Meth with the
and
bomb.
yeah, they did it.
Actually, they lost 2 in it. They have the heal advantage and 2 scouts.
They'll be able to run away and they'll be alright because Tachyon's too forward. Vanquish should get cleaned up on point. Yeah, Vanquish has not been having much luck this game. He's
just
actually just being blown up.
Oh no.
I feel like at this point they probably thought they weren't holding second anyway, so they might as well try something. But the thing is that they didn't time it at all. They were kind of like, oh, it's a 4v4, we can get this. And so Tachyon runs in, dies. Vanquish runs in, dies. Next one.
Yeah, and Lex still crater on last trade, but to deny the point, he'll take that even spawn wave and actually Uber ad for them, 30% ad, but probably can't push it. Because that is a
they probably won't bother.
Yeah. So what? You've got Essence all the way back. Actually, they use in. Okay, and actually, Yachty gets a kill onto Seeker. He should die here. 50 health below the point. No way.
Rohan's so aggressive here and just cleans up Meth. They didn't see him at all. Good damage. Benjay should get cleaned up here as well. And yeah, they do Uber really aggro here, but T3, this awful scout speed will save him. This should be maybe just straight to last though.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind it. Leave 1 scout to cap. They've got the heavy up now on CK. He will get the crit buff, so Fat Russian Man is on the point.
Yeah, I feel like they'll be a bit disappointed they didn't kill T3 there. They probably thought they should have got him, but they can just high skill run away instead, out bottom right. Maybe if they just jumped a little bit more aggro, they might have got it.
Yeah, maybe. It could have been worth a shot at this point, considering there's, you know, just under 9 minutes left. You're down 3-0. The pace that MG Zombies has been setting so far, I mean, it's realistically, if things stay the same, then it's going to be another just washout for them. Doesn't matter if they get to 5. If CèST LA VIE don't put any rounds on the board, it's never really a good showing. So they'll be wanting to at least get some rounds here and probably, like, you know, their best case scenario for them at this point is probably push it to Golden Cap and hope to win that.
Yeah, see, like, once again, Demo has the trap left, Rohan might still walk in to jump, but yeah, they just get the trap, and Lex trades with the Scar, which he'll always take, especially in this situation. And they are just going to be able to walk out here. They are sitting really close, and Heaves kind of gets left out to dry there. They are just continuing to retard. I'm not sure on this positioning. It is a 3v3, but how do you get rid of this gun? Yeah. Oh, and that's close to a drop. Yeah, and Meth wrecked. Slash not wrecked. We'll get the gun, but what's the, oh, they won't even get the gun. And what was the point? And Yachty might pay for his life trying to get that gun. But yeah, they're a bit of a desperation mode kind of Uber there, and it doesn't even work.
Yeah, Benjay comes in, does get the clean up onto Yachty, and that's going to be full Uber.
That happens like so often as well, that there's a solid duel, and it feels like Lex and Benjay just come out on top when they shouldn't.
Yeah. Yeah, they've got the push coming out from far left, far away from all of the soldiers, and
they
T3
do use really early and use the whole Uber. This is an interesting play. They're just going to YOLO to last, and it's not going to... I don't think that was the play.
No.
Considering it didn't... Like, if their Uber was better, it would have been better for CèST C'est La Vie. Like, the Uber was so slow, they tried to wrap them, but they were still there. Like, they hadn't pushed forward at all. Rohan does kind of smash 2 people, though, which is something. So
Yeah,
they're still
off the
going to be
back.
stuck at last here. But, I mean, on Sunshine last, you're pretty comfortable most of the time.
Yeah, especially considering from here there's 6 minutes left. Essence has to spawn, find his players, build Uber. By the time that happens, you're looking at maybe, 5 minutes, 4:50
Yeah,
left
at
on the clock.
3-0 up, you're feeling pretty good.
Yeah, at this point. MG Zombies, it's not impossible. They can roll it through, but as I was saying before, I mean, the pace that MG Zombies have been setting, the control they've had over the game, it's pretty much locked in at this point that they've got this second map.
Yeah, well, I mean, like we said, if anything, they had to control the solis better, which, honestly, they've probably done worse, especially, I think Benjay at times have been stuck behind a lot, but Lex is, yeah, literally just not being stopped. He's a madman, just does what he wants.
Yeah, it's
I think they're trying
they
to
get the
chat
Uber.
and bore them to death.
Hey, it might work. Put a player to sleep or two. Maybe Meth, takes his eyes off of the door for a second. They'll bomb Daz through with the Uber and try to get something, but Yachty will die and Daz will
for
get
some
locked in the
reason
corner.
walk into that and use, which I don't think they needed to. Daz will die though, and that's kind of a super kind of awful YOLO Uber.
Yeah.
Vanquish should be cleaned up for like about the 40th time, and yeah, I mean that should be the end. That was pretty much they have no idea what to break through, what to do there, and they kind of just, well, fuck it, we'll YOLO, and doesn't really work when the other team's been out DMing you all game and out Ubering you all game.
Yeah, and
Sniper is getting a shot at Choke here. T3 sees him though and hides. And yeah, Yachty will die. Daz is actually in behind. Oh, and does double pipe him. But it's a 3v5, so they probably will kill Vanquish and Tachyon here anyway. Yeah, Heap's absolutely destroying both of them with help of his demo.
Does he get the
No. Essence gets crushed in the end, but yeah, gets some meme revenge kill, and a big XD comes out in chat from Heaps, knowing they've pretty much confirmed it.
Yeah, it's just a matter to see whether, I mean, if MG Zombies slip, they can definitely lose around enough time for it to happen. Looks like Yachty's perma-sniping, so it's, no matter how much they slip, it's always going to be a bit of an ask.
Yeah, I mean, Yachty's not a bad sniper, but it's not really the play to turn it around. And yeah, he's gonna get waddled up by CK for probably his like 40th kill of the game.
Probably.
They just haven't been under any pressure. Like Lex and Benjay have just dominated the game too much for Heaps, for Heap and CK to have taken any pressure. Pretty much, like they literally just have complete freedom because there's no pressure from the other team's demo. Lex does make a blunder, which hasn't really made much. This time Vanquish is also on Sniper. We're firmly into meme territory.
Yeah.
And they're just gonna walk it in, pretty much.
It might even get mercied.
Yeah, they might get to 5. I wouldn't be surprised if there's like meme shit happening at mid.
Yeah. 4 with a 2:45 left. I mean, it's definitely locked in. MG Zombies have this map. Have had it for the past few minutes. But
I wouldn't be surprised if both scouts on their team were like 40 for 10, and then yeah, there's a Pyro apparently, a sniper.
Ooh.
He's not Huntsman, but he's Darwin Danger.
The massive bomb from Daz.
Yeah, he does do damage. Takyon's in the corner here. He swapped to Soldier. Another
That's
probably
so low.
tripled his damage. Heavy
Oh,
as
yeah,
well.
the heavy to
Didn't
mid?
notice that one. And Pyro's in behind. Unfortunately, it hasn't been nerfed since it's waddle through a doorway, get 3 kills stage.
And they didn't. Yeah, they just got the one on the Soldier.
Daz and everyone calls it early,
Yeah.
so kind of disappointing in the end from CèST LA VIE, although from their name they shouldn't be too bothered by it. Daz kills CK there, another funny trap.
Well, T3 dies, so it's probably not over just yet. Benjay's getting reflect killed and last.
But yeah, I know that they were out-fragged and out-damaged a lot of ground, but I feel like there were some moments they could have turned it around. While this map, they were kind of firmly put in their place.
Yeah, and honestly, it felt like it was all just because of the soldiers, you know. And if you were,
just
if
too
you
much
look at
space.
yeah, like when you look at these two maps, right? You think if you told me these maps are played and on one of the maps the soldiers of MG Zombies dominated, I would have put Granary down. You know, like that would just make the most sense. It's pretty much the strongest soldier map in the pool. And you've got Sunshine, which is pretty damn good for scouts. It's really difficult to bomb on Sunshine. But no, it was Sunshine. That just kind of, you know, sings the... I don't know if you want to sing the praises of Lex and Benjay or kind of point out the just lack of denial that was coming out of the scouts.
Yeah, they've DC'd. 1 minute left DC by the winning team. That's shit talk to another level.
Yeah, as long as they have 5.
Rohan says you forfeit 5v6. Can't you play with 4 players? I thought you could if you wanted to.
I thought it was 5.
I've definitely, maybe this is back in the day, I played an OzFL 4v6. I was the 6 and we almost lost, not gonna lie.
Oh boy.
It was like a Div 2 team against my Div 6 shitter gang, so please forgive us.
Yeah, that makes
we did win though, so it wasn't that bad.
That makes you Div 2, right? That's how that works? You beat the players and then you claim the...
Rohan has also swapped teams with 4 seconds to go, but I mean, we'll have a look at logs, but I can't imagine it'll show anything other than...
For tonight, I'm Michael, joined by Elmo, Wiethoofd on production, and we will see you guys next time for some more Season 29 Prem.